morning. Ah, there we go. Good morning on this beautiful morning. My name is Brian Dwinell, and I'm one of the Associate Deans in Student Life. And I have the distinct honor and privilege of welcoming the class of 2029 and their guests to the matriculation ceremony, which we affectionately refer to. The White Coat Ceremony has only been in existence since 1993. It was started by the Arnold P. Gold Foundation, which was formed for the purpose of highlighting the importance of humanism in medicine. The White Coat Ceremony is meant to serve as not only a rite of passage into the medical profession, but also to emphasize that sincere empathy, compassion, and respect for are all critical components of our profession. Our goal is to send a message that in your career, you need to realize that a truly competent physician is one who balances excellence in science and clinical skills with compassionate patient care for all individuals in our communities. And has there ever been a time that is more important to emphasize that? We know from learning about the class of 2029 and the experiences that have shaped them, they already hold strong beliefs that there is meaningful purpose to the path they have chosen. As we all know, there are certainly less challenging career paths. In fact, I had a wonderful interaction walking in from the garage this morning with a family of a first-year student who told me their daughter, their sister, had dreamed of being a medical student here since the age of 7. That just warmed my heart. Stephanie, your family is very proud of you. We certainly hope that this ceremony serves to reinforce the sentiment that you have chosen the correct path. Many, if not all, in the class of 2029 were told by someone that they should consider a different career path, as perhaps the medical profession has lost some respect. It is not worth the considerable effort. We've encountered a mistrust in science that has not been seen in previous generations, and now is even being legislated. Misinformation is rampant to the detriment of public health. The introduction of so many technologies and artificial intelligence risks to dehumanize the care that we deliver. However, I strongly believe there's never been a better time to enter the profession. The care that we can offer now far exceeds anything that was available when many of us on this stage have trained. Remarkable new therapies are discovered daily. The knowledge and skills needed to navigate a more complex profession contribute to physicians being even more valuable to society. Most importantly, as our society has become increasingly polarized and less personal, physicians have the opportunity to embrace the power of understanding and conveying empathy. We can reach across all artificial separations between arbitrarily defined groups in society and show that everyone possesses the human spirit and deserves kindness. We can demonstrate the power of learning from those of differing backgrounds and beliefs and engage in conversations that are difficult in a civil and constructive way. The class of 2029, you have the unique and privileged opportunity to reduce suffering and bridge divides. This may sound particularly daunting, but it will be worth the effort, and we are so grateful that you have committed to joining us in this life-changing endeavor. We know you're up to the task and are thankful to have the opportunity to support you on your journey. Thank you. As I conclude, I want to mention that we do recognize that it's going to get quite warm today. I notice that people on this side are already fanning themselves a bit. If you do need to get up during the ceremony and seek some shade or water, please feel free to do so. There are some restrooms in Ed 2 North here if anyone needs to use the facilities. I now have the honor of introducing Dr. Mark Gonsalves. He is the CU Medical Alumni Association President. Please welcome Dr. Gonsalves.
Good morning, class of 2029. It's a great honor and privilege to accept your admittance to the School of Medicine. We are happy to have you. We know many of you had choices, and we're happy that this was your choice. I'm Dr. Mark Gonsalves, the class of 1982, and the president of the CU Medical Alumni Association. I'm honored to be with you on this special day and thrilled to welcome you as the newest members of the Medical Alumni Association. The Medical Alumni Association members include graduates of the University of Colorado School of Medicine and its residency and fellowship training programs, former and present academic and clinical faculty, and current house staff and students, which now includes you. Welcome to our family of alumni. The mission of the Medical Alumni Association is to help advance and support the interests of our medical school, support current medical students on their journey to becoming physicians, provide programs and opportunities for our alumni to connect with each other and with the School of Medicine, and to develop a lifelong alumni experience. This morning, in recognition of and as a symbol of your inclusion into the timeless fraternity of physicians, you will each receive a Littman 4 cardiology stethoscope, which has been generously provided by the alumni and friends of the School of Medicine. Please note that inside your stethoscope box, there is a card and a letter for you that includes the name and address of the physician who donated the funds for your individual stethoscope. After today's ceremony, I ask that you please take a moment to write a note using the enclosed thank you card in your stethoscope box and send an email, if provided, to express your gratitude to your provider for your stethoscope. You will then turn in your handwritten thank you card to Student Life, and more information is provided for you on the front of your stethoscope box. At the CU Medical Alumni Association, our mission statement talks about connection, and it's fitting that our alumni family has provided this tool for you to connect with and listen to your patients. In the over 200 years since stethoscopes were invented, they have symbolized trust and connection and the physician-patient bond. Besides giving us critical clinical information, the stethoscope are a vital connection in our fast-paced and often stressful clinical environments that allow us to slow down and literally listen to our patients. Just like the connection and the bond these stethoscopes create between a physician and their patient, let them also serve as a reminder of the connection that we all have with each other as physicians. Here with me today to present your stethoscopes are members of our alumni community: Dr. Linda Williams, class of 1984, Dr. Sarah Milliken-Glabe, class of 2008, Dr. Diana Lujan, class of 1985, Dr. Larry Chan, class of 1972, Dr. Joseph Ozaki, class of 1969, and Dr. Cal Wilson, class of 1973. As you can see, we are a multi-generational community of graduates here to support you and connect with you through your journey to becoming the class of 2029. While the stethoscopes symbolize the connection and the bonds you will make with your patients, they equally represent the bonds that you will form with your classmates and your mentors through medical school. Although the landscape of medical education and training has changed in the 40-plus years since I was in medical school, that long? Many aspects are very familiar, including absorbing the vast body of knowledge to which you will be exposed and be expected to absorb, which has been likened to drinking from a fire hose, to agonizing over time management, how much and what to study for how long before each next big test, to how and when and with whom to give yourself a break from the rigors of the curriculum, to how to transition and synthesize your accumulating academic knowledge into clinical knowledge, into actually being able to take care of patients. I think that you will find that among your strongest support systems through these challenges will be your classmates and colleagues, many of whom will become long-term friends. and even lifelong friends because they're sharing the same challenges that you are. Along the same lines, the Medical Alumni Association members include graduates and students spanning 6 decades, giving the association a multi-generational group of physicians who also have the common bond of having graduated from or worked closely with the CU School of Medicine, who have shared similar experiences in the many varied applications of the practice of medicine, who can pool their knowledge and resources to support each other, including you, the newest members of the group, in various stages of their careers, and to further the goals of the Medical Alumni Association and the CU School of Medicine. Today, as you don your white coats and receive your stethoscopes this morning, we as the medical alumni community, alumni want to express our confidence in your ability to carry on the noble tradition of doctoring, which is part scientific excellence and part the art of relationships, and that we are here for you. Because it takes a team to become a doctor, and this journey should not be born alone. Family, friends, mentors, faculty, peers, and we as alumni are ready to lend support and are always here to listen. Congratulations to the class of 2029 and welcome to the University of Colorado School of Medicine.
Thank you, Dr. Gonzalez, for that wonderful address, and we are very fortunate to have such a highly engaged and accomplished alumni association here at the School of Medicine. Our next speaker has been an extremely exciting addition to our campus. He actually is just celebrating his first anniversary out on our campus. He previously had a career at Duke where he was the Senior Vice President of the Duke Health System and a Distinguished Professor of Neurosurgery. As an MD PhD, he has over 300 peer-reviewed publications. He's already had a significant impact on our campus with the expansion of resources, but still recognizing the important culture that no matter what we have in bricks and mortar, it's the people inside those buildings that matter the most. The future here could not be brighter under his leadership. I'm thrilled to welcome Dean John Sampson to the podium to welcome his second class as Dean of the School of Medicine.
Thank you, Brian, and good morning to all of you. Welcome to the Anschutz Medical Campus and to the University of Colorado School of Medicine. I'm John Sampson, and I'm very, very proud to be your dean, and it's particularly exciting to be here today for 2 reasons. One is this is my second matriculation ceremony, so I kind of know what I'm doing. When I showed up here last year, I couldn't pronounce that word and had no idea what I was doing here, probably like most of you. So that's one reason. The other reason is I'm facing a tooth extraction this afternoon, quite literally, and so the longer this goes, the happier I'll be. We are, of course, especially proud today to welcome the class of 2029, and I want to give them another round of applause in significance of their amazing achievement, and congratulations. As mentioned by Brian, since the first white coat ceremony in 1993, we and hundreds of other health professional schools across the country welcome new students with our own distinct ceremonies. Each ceremony here is not prescripted, it's unique because each school adds its own place and its own history and culture to this ceremony. Here at the University of Colorado, we make it special by giving you a white coat and a stethoscope from our alumni, as Dr. Gonzalez mentioned earlier. First, though, I want to celebrate your accomplishments, those accomplishments that brought you here. You clearly have distinguished yourself in your academics, but also in your service to our communities across the country, and also the commitments you've made to work hard to get here. It is also clear that you are distinguished in another very important way. You clearly have the exceptional support from your family, friends, loved ones, teachers, and mentors. Look at the crowd of supporters behind you today. You clearly have strong networks, and we join them today in cheering you on. It's important to remember that you have earned being here as nervous as you might be. I would also like to thank the school's admissions team for the countless hours of work they have already invested in you and your future. In particular, I'd like to thank Dr. Jeffrey Suhu, our Associate Dean for Admissions and Student Life, and also an Associate Professor of Ophthalmology, who's here with us today. And I want to thank him in particular for the tremendous work he puts in and the dedication to our school year after year to get the very best students that you number among. It is clearly an extensive process to pick the best class for our school, and Jeff asked me to mention that he is the one who let you into medical school. You can ask him any day in your next 4 years, and he will remind you that he's the one that let you in. Many other leaders, though, from our Office of Medical Education are here with us today, and I want to mention them, and particular note Dr. Shanta Zimmer, our new Executive Vice Dean for Education and Professor of Medicine. Joining her and myself on the platform today are a few others that I'd like to introduce you to. First of all, Brian Dwinell, who you mentioned, sort of our MC for today, who is the Associate Dean for Student Life. Dr. Jeff Suhu, yes, he let you into medical school, is our Associate Dean for Student Affairs and Admissions. Maurice Scotty Scott, Assistant Dean of Student Affairs. Deborah Seymour, Assistant Dean of Student Success. Liz Gunderson, Assistant Dean of Student Affairs. Naida Awadallah, Assistant Dean of Student Affairs. Amira Delpino Jones, Associate Dean, Health Opportunities and Professional Engagement. David Ecker, Associate Dean of Medical Education, Plains. Jennifer Adams, Associate Dean of Medical Education, Foothills. Susan Brandenburg, Associate Dean of Medical Education, Medicine. Ty Lochspizer, Associate Dean of Medical Education, Assessment, Evaluations, and Outcomes. Christy Reimer, Assistant Dean, Fort Collins Branch. Stephen Lowenstein, Professor of Emergency Medicine and Medicine. Mark Gonsalves, who you met earlier, Medical Alumni Association President. And Alkesh Johnny, who will be our keynote speaker in just a few moments. Importantly, as a sign of their commitment to your education, many of our departments are represented here today to welcome you. They are really excited to have you part of our community and are dedicated to making sure that your experience here is better than anywhere else in the country. So I would like to take a moment to acknowledge those department representatives or chairs who are here today to signify their support for your education. Matt Winia from Medicine, Stephen Daniels from Pediatrics, Miriam Ascari from Dermatology, Bonnie Kaplan from Emergency Medicine, Linda Montgomery, Family Medicine, Ken Tyler, Neurology, Sakath Guntapalli from Obstetrics and Gynecology, Naresh Mandava from Ophthalmology, Frank Scott, Orthopedics, Yuri Agrawal from Otolaryngology, Vaughn Samundi from Pathology, Joseph Sakai from Psychiatry, Tim Wexweiler from Radiation Oncology, and Paul Montero from Surgery. Their presence here is symbolic to the value they place on your educational mission. The White Coat Ceremony is a rite of passage for medical students across the country. And these events are designed to encourage welcoming students, an introduction to them to our professionalism, our empathy, and the humanistic aspect of patient care, which will be a priority in your medical training. It is also our commitment to emphasize these parts of your training. These skills, in particular in days like today, give meaning to our work and recognize the dignity of each person we care for, regardless of their background. In our clinics and our hospital wards, we encounter people of all races, beliefs, and financial circumstances. In a world that often feels like we are divided from one another, it is our job to bring people together for our noble purpose, which is to care for one another. We have created a curriculum, we believe, and I hope you will believe, that hones these skills while still emphasizing excellence in development of clinical knowledge and skills that you will need to succeed as a physician. When you graduate, we want you to be the total package, trained in our noble tradition, prepared through clinical excellence, compassionate in your caring, curious in your questions, and continuous in your improvement. Our commitment to guide you through this process is a recognition that our work is more than a job. It's a calling to serve, and let's not forget that. The alumni of the School of Medicine, as you've noted earlier, are also deeply invested in your success, and their symbol of that stethoscope, which you will proudly wear around your neck, is part of them welcoming you and helping you be prepared as you bring this to bear on your medical school journey. As has already been touched upon, it's a practical gift, but also filled with meaning. And that meaning hopefully will remind you to listen carefully. Sometimes listening is the most important part of doctoring. When you carry your stethoscope with you, I hope it's a reminder to listen with care. This is an amazing time to join the medical profession and, I believe, the CU School of Medicine. We have strong clinical partners that serve children, adults, veterans, and also the most vulnerable in our community. We have designed our comprehensive curriculum to provide our students with true and authentic roles in patient care. You will be integrated as part of the medical team, which is an awesome responsibility. You will develop clinical expertise, scientific curiosity through that process, and you will have ample time to care for patients in all the ways that will be articulated today through these clinical experiences. You will work in real laboratories and real clinics and receive direct teaching from real doctors. Our school's research programs are something I'm particularly proud of because we are making discoveries that are improving lives today, not just here in Colorado, but throughout the nation and around the world. For example, immunotherapy, my particular area of interest, is now curing patients with lethal cancers. Just think of what that means to their partners, their parents, and children. Genetic research is now realizing the promise of targeted therapies with less side effects. The power of artificial intelligence is offering us an opportunity, with some caution, to extend our capacity to care for people. And we want you, as our younger generation, to harness that power. These and the many other research advances we are making are to make our patients tomorrow's better than they are today. We have an amazing team of educators, clinicians, and researchers, all of whom are here to be dedicated to our school's mission and your training. And they are all truly excited to have you join us. We have great confidence in you and we believe our school will prepare you to become outstanding and caring physicians. We are very excited you are joining us today and look forward to helping you become the best physician you can be. Congratulations. I now get the distinct honor to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Alkesh Jani. Dr. Jani is Professor of Medicine and Nephrology in the renal section at Rocky Mountain Regional VA Center. Most importantly, at least to him, he's a lifelong supporter of what he, somewhat dubiously, claims is the best soccer team in the world, Manchester United. I told him with some chagrin that I have a Barcelona jersey in my office, so we'll have to discuss that later. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Jani to the podium.
Thank you, Dean Sampson. So, do we have any Man United supporters? It's going to be a great year, I can feel it. Just to clarify, the reason I support Manchester United is because I actually grew up in Manchester, which is a city in the northwest of England. So what you'll hear from me today isn't a speech impediment, despite what my wife says. It's the last remnants of my suppressed Manchester accent, otherwise known as a Mancunian accent. I'd like to begin by saying a huge thank you to the class of 2028 for nominating me for this wonderful honor. I really appreciate it. Next, I want to congratulate both the class of 2029 and your families who helped you to get here. We've done this already, but I think we should give another big round of applause for you for collectively making it into medical school, which is a truly amazing achievement. All right, class of 2029, I have some good news for you. I don't think the jobs that you will apply to in the next few years, I'm talking about your internships, your residencies, your fellowship, even getting your first real job as a doctor, hopefully as a kidney doctor. It's never too early to start recruiting. I don't think those jobs are going to be quite as hard as getting into medical school. Now, I'm not trying to imply that you should suddenly go, oh, in that case, see you later, I'm off to the golf course. But you should definitely take a minute to relish this moment and pat yourselves on the back for a job well done, at least until classes start next Monday. Now, to help you on your way, I'm going to reintroduce you to two of the most important words you're likely to hear ad nauseum this year. And no, I don't mean pass-fail, though those might come up. I'm also not talking about the two vulgar words my teenage son volunteered when he heard me practicing the speech. The two words I'm talking about are learning objectives. And that's because our courses are fastidiously organized around learning objectives, as are the examinations. See, because I said that word examination, I saw some people sitting up straight. Everyone's now paying attention. They got the pens out, ready to take notes. Don't worry, none of this is going to be on the test. I'm going to get you in the groove by giving you 12 brief learning objectives which come from the class of 2028 and from me to help you get through the next 4 years and beyond. So to begin with, learning objective number 1, remember to have fun. So I know that might sound a bit trite, but it's important. A student from the class of 2028 said work to find good work-life balance, take the weekends off, go outside, go hiking, see family and friends, rest will make you more productive and more efficient. In England, we say, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Learning objective number 2, remember to have fun, but not too much fun. The latter is something I've been trying to impart to my 18-year-old son who is currently enrolled at the University of Washington, who's ostensibly studying political science, but who instead appears to be studying the Greek system. He's currently living his best life in his fraternity house, in his room, which is called left cheek. And yes, on the opposite corner is right cheek, and in between is, well, you get the picture. Just remember why you're here. As the Irish poet and author Oscar Wilde famously quipped, everything in moderation, including moderation. Learning objective number 3, prepare to welcome new families. Families come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. I have a family of dialysis patients who I've been seeing 3 times a week for years now. I consider them intimate family. You are now joining a new family of fellow medical students, some of whom you'll support and lean on during tough times. And for my wife, she's a pediatrician. She has numerous new families which are comprised of the children and parents that she's been looking after for almost 20 years. Some of those children are now coming back to her as new parents with their own children. My wife calls this next generation her grandpatients. It's a unique and amazing privilege in medicine that we get to be part of so many wonderful families. Be sure to relish the bonds that you make. Learning objective number 4, don't forget about your patients. Now you might be wondering, how's that going to happen? Of course I'm going to remember my patients. So let me explain to you how this occurs. In a few years from now, all of you will be running around the hospitals at 6:30 in the morning, getting ready for rounds. You'll be trying to make sure you got all the results of all the lab tests and the CAT scans. You'll be trying to remember what it was that your resident said you mustn't forget. You'll also remember that that kidney doctor, Dr. Johnny, he'll be there, and he loves to ask questions about urine sodium. Oh, and then you remember you have your shelf exam next week, and you still have to study all of infectious disease. And while all this is swimming around in your brain, you're going to walk into your patient's room, and you'll somewhat absent-mindedly hurry through the briefest history and do a quick cursory examination as you try to keep all these other thoughts at bay. And afterwards, when you're reflecting on your day, you'll realize that you spent many hours taking care of your patient, but you only spent 5% of that time actually with your patient. Try not to fall into this trap. We all do it because there's so many competing interests in medicine. Try to make sure you prioritize your patients and take the time to get to know them better. It will help you provide better care and you will be a better doctor for it. In the words of the Canadian physician and great educator, Sir William Osler, a good doctor treats the disease, a great doctor treats the patient who has the disease. This brings me to learning objective number 5. Remember that it's okay to ask for help and it's okay not to know something. This is now a golden time for you to ask all the questions you can think of. Asking questions is intimidating for some people. It was for me in med school. I was afraid of letting on what I didn't know. You should know that here we welcome all questions and there's no such thing as a dumb question. As John Ruskin, the famous English polymath and writer, said, to be able to ask a question clearly is 2/3 of the way of getting it answered. Learning objective number 6. Remember sometimes that it's normal to feel afraid. In the words of the great American literary giant, Eminem, sometimes you'll feel as though your palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. Don't worry, I'm not going to try and rap. That, by the way, is another learning objective. Know your limits. Quite often you'll be in a situation where you have to present or make a presentation in front of your peers. You'll have to try and pass difficult exams and do nerve-wracking procedures. So the anxiety that you feel at those times can actually be a good thing because it'll help sharpen your senses, focus your mind, and make you perform at a higher level. So learn to embrace that anxiety and make it your friend. Learning objective number 7. This one's a very important one. Remember that the nurses are actually the ones at the bedside all day long doing all the heavy lifting. And also there's a whole team of other people, the pharmacist, the social worker, the custodial worker, all these other people who are doing work every bit as valuable as what you do. So always remember to appreciate the nurses and the other team members for all the care they provide. Learning objective number 8. Remember to be patient. As physicians, you'll have an ever-expanding arsenal of new drugs, fancy instruments, and technology that you'll be very often tempted to use and deploy. But remember what the Hippocratic Oath implies. First, do no harm. Don't do things simply because you can. Do them only because they are necessary. As the great French philosopher Voltaire said, the art of medicine consists of amusing the patient, while nature cures the disease. Learning objective number 9. Remember always to listen to your spidey sense. Your spidey sense is simply your subconscious telling you, collecting information while you're thinking about other things. I can't tell you how many times it's helped me and my colleagues. And sometimes your spidey sense will be quite subtle, like a vague feeling of unease, like you suddenly remember you don't know where your keys are. When that happens, don't ignore it. Just think back on all the things that you just did. If you've made a diagnosis and it's not sitting well with you, go back and see the patient again. Go back through everything. It never hurts to double check. And remember, always listen to your spidey sense. Learning objective number 10. This one comes from my late father-in-law, who was an esteemed professor of psychiatry at this medical school. He advised that you should eat when you can, sleep when you can, and pee when you can. As a kidney doctor, I strongly endorse the latter. Another way of saying this is that you should always go to morning and noon conference, of course for the learning, but just remember they almost always give you free food. Okay, it's getting hot up here. Learning objective number 11. Remember not to lose sight of what an amazing privilege it is to care for patients. There'll be times in the next few years when you'll be more tired than you thought was humanly possible, and you will be unable to consume another milligram of caffeine. But even during those times, you'll be experiencing some of the most fulfilling and intense human interactions you'll ever have in your life. Be open to what the universe brings. Okay, and the last learning objective, discover and enjoy Colorado. Now, I heard earlier this week that half of you are from Colorado, so you already know this. But for those of you who are new here, make sure you check this place out. It's really amazing. Make sure you get to the mountains whenever you can, even in winter. There's amazing skiing and snowboarding, and it's never too late to learn, even for an Indian kid from Manchester, England, who'd never even seen a mountain until he came to North America at age 17. So I want to close with perhaps some of the most important learning objectives. and these are the ones that come from your colleagues in the class of 2028. Here they are in no particular order. Number 1, fly by the seat of your pants. It's more fun that way. Number 2, don't fly by the seat of your pants. Be thoughtful about how you do things, more commonly known as think smarter, not harder. Number 3, don't try to do absolutely everything too soon. There's plenty of time for research and extracurriculars. Let your first few months be about connecting with classmates and figuring out how exactly you want to study. Number 4, find your friends and keep them close. Connection and friendship is what will get you through some of your hardest days. And lastly, and I promise, this came from an actual student, not from me, remember, nephrology is far more important than cardiology. If I may say so, I clearly taught him so well. Listen, have a great start to med school. I'll see you all in January.
Thank you, Dr. Johnny. That was a wonderful speech. I promise we'll get a copy of those learning objectives. I want one for my office as well. I also want to ask him more about the University of Washington, but not as much as Dean Zimmer, who also has a child there and is wondering where the heck he is living. So, I have the distinct pleasure of introducing a truly wonderful individual and a beloved faculty member, Dr. Stephen Lowenstein, who you already heard is a professor of emergency medicine and internal medicine. On a personal note, I've known Steve for many years, and I'm not saying some of this to try to make him feel old, but he was actually one of my attendings when I was an intern. And you will find, and I know our fourth-year students can vouch for this, that as you go through your training, you identify role models that you want to which you want to aspire. And Steve was certainly one of those for me. He currently serves as one of the faculty advisors for the medical student chapter of the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Steve Lowenstein to the podium.
At this time, will all the honorees please join me on the stage? And thank you, Dean Dwinell, for such a kind introduction. And Dean Sampson and Dwinell and Dr. Johnny, thank you for your remarks this morning. I am privileged to be here with you today for the induction of new members of the School of Medicine's Gold Humanism Honor Society. 27 fourth-year medical students were selected by their peers for this honor because they are extraordinary exemplars of humanistic patient care. As you heard, the Arnold P. Gold Foundation is a national organization founded 37 years ago to help medical students and all of us learn to balance the high-tech skills of medical science with skills often attributed to the art of medicine, such as compassion and empathy. Even as the business of medicine and medical technology and AI grow at a rapid pace, the Gold Foundation and these 27 new members are champions for humanism as an enduring and essential component of patient care. In the hospitals and in the clinics, these students offer not only their incredible knowledge, but also their curiosity, their words of encouragement, and their kindness. They remind us every day that the science of medicine and the art of medicine are inseparable. And when they are not studying, honing their diagnostic and procedural skills, and preparing for any patient care challenge that may come their way, these students are also advocates for humanism in the world outside of medicine. They cannot and will not accept what they see in our communities. A recent pandemic that disproportionately affected marginalized communities, patients denied health care because of who they are, human beings experiencing homelessness or left in long food lines because they are hungry, injustice that cuts short so many lives and curtails life's potential. As George Thibault, past president of the Macy Foundation, wrote once, "It will be hard to have humanism in medicine if there is no humanism in the world around us." And one last point before we proceed to the formal induction. The Gold Humanism Honor Society, or GHHS, is about more than a certificate and a gold pin. Each year, the members of GHHS complete different projects that stem from their own passion for humanistic medical care and community service. For example, these students organize and lead the student clinician ceremony, which celebrates students' transition from classroom learning to their clinical clerkships. The students co-edit the publication's Letters to a Clerkship Student, which is a collection of encouraging letters written by students who have finished their clerkships to the more junior students who are just starting. The GHHS students volunteer at the same cafe. SAME stands for So All May Eat. And here the students meet persons experiencing homelessness and food insecurity and serve them meals in a dignified restaurant setting. Every year, the GHHS students perform holiday songs for children and their families at Children's Hospital Colorado, bringing smiles, hope, and joy to the small humans, their family members, and the hospital staff. And every year, GHHS students spend Valentine's Day with patients at University of Colorado Hospital, Children's Hospital, Memorial Hospital in the Springs. And this activity is called Love Rounds. The students bring handmade cards and flowers to these inpatients. They stay for an hour or two just to talk and laugh and share stories and love as they celebrate Valentine's Day with their new friends. And of course, they're busy medical students, and they still have to create the Valentine's Day cards themselves. This activity requires preparation, pre-rounding, technical skill, and a large supply of construction paper, crayons, glue sticks, and glitter. And the two most recent GHHS projects, I'll just tell you their names: The Healing Connection and You're Not Alone. And now to our newest students, the class of 2029, just one brief message. I encourage you to look to these honorees of the class of 2026 as role models for the art of doctoring. Over the next 4 years, you will spend thousands of hours learning about health and disease in lecture halls and on the wards, in operating rooms, in emergency departments, and in clinics and offices all over Colorado. But learning the 5 branches of the superior mesenteric artery, or, Dr. Johnny with apologies, even knowing the differential diagnosis of euvolemic hyponatremia, this isn't all you need to know. And these Gold Humanism Honor Society students who first donned their white coats at this same ceremony just 3 years ago, they believe in you. They are counting on you to remain curious and compassionate in all your endeavors, to care for your patients and care for each other, and to hold on to your dreams. Simply put, they are asking you never to give up on who you are. And now to the new GHHS inductees. Each of you has been selected as a member of the Gold Humanism Honor Society because your peers and all of us believe you have demonstrated excellence in clinical care, leadership, compassion, and service. You are selected because, in a word, you have the human touch. And another note, just a heads up, you are all standing on the stage quite near the table with all those brand new Littman cardiology stethoscopes. Don't even think about it. And now I would like to introduce Dr. Troy Kincaid. Dr. Kincaid, who will greet each new inductee and hand them their GHHS certificate and pin. Dr. Kincaid graduated from the CU School of Medicine in 2022 and is now a fourth-year medicine pediatrics resident. Dr. Kincaid is co-president of the resident and fellow chapter of GHHS, and he is also a dedicated and award-winning mentor and teacher. And I would also like to introduce and thank Marilyn Nzoiwu, who is also on the stage to help greet each new GHHS inductee. Marilyn, thank you for your tireless support of our GHHS chapter and all our students. And it's now my honor to introduce also Dr. Jennifer Adams and Dr. David Ecker, who will introduce each new inductee. Dr. Adams is a general internist caring for patients at the Colorado Coalition for the Homeless in Denver. She's professor of medicine and associate dean of medical education and clinical clerkships, where she oversees the longitudinal integrated clerkships. Dr. Ecker is a hospitalist and associate professor of medicine, associate dean of medical education, and director of the preclinical or PLANES curriculum. Dr. Adams and Ecker are champions for leadership, curiosity, and commitment, the values upon which the medical curriculum is built. So please walk across the stage as your names are called out by Dr. Adams or Dr. Ecker, and then please remain on the stage so we can recite the oath.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Lowenstein. All right, let us begin. Tochi Anioki. Corey Baker. Ariani Chalapali. CJ Ernstrom. Rai Hemond. Andrew Hull. Catherine Jones. Vijay Joshi. David Lee.
Melanie Mandel. Morgan McCord. Julia Schaefer. David Siller. Kayla Sample. Lena Tat. Angela Vu. Fetty Wasif. Cassidy Yoshida. Yan Zhou. Congratulations to everyone.
Before we ask you to recite the oath, new GHHS members, I just want to thank all of you. Thank you for your commitment to clinical and scientific excellence and compassionate patient care. Thank you for working so hard to amplify the voices of others who have been marginalized or forgotten. And thank you for all those times you put your own well-being on hold for just a moment longer so that you might make a difference in someone else's life. And so now we ask you to recite the Gold Humanism Honor Society oath. Please read along with me. I pledge by all that I hold dear as a physician, I will care for my patients with compassion, respect, empathy, integrity, and clinical excellence. I will listen to my patients with my whole being. I will advocate for each patient as a unique individual. I will serve as a role model and mentor to promote humanism in healthcare. I will remember always the healing power of acts of caring. I will dedicate myself to joining with others to make healthcare optimal for all. Welcome to the Gold Humanism Honor Society, whose mission is to preserve human connections along with scientific excellence in healthcare. You will always be part of that mission. And to everyone, I present to you the members of the Gold Humanism Honor Society of the class of 2026. Now I would like to introduce our next speakers, Vijay Joshi and Melanie Mandel. These are fourth-year medical students, and as of a few minutes ago, new members of the Gold Humanism Honor Society. They will speak to all of you in the class of 2029, explaining the gratitude journals that you are about to receive. Vijay is applying for residency training in internal medicine and hopes to eventually pursue a fellowship in cardiology. As a student, he has particularly enjoyed teaching and mentoring everyone from middle schoolers to more junior medical students and hopes to continue working with trainees throughout his career. Melanie Mandel is pursuing a career in obstetrics and gynecology and is especially passionate about reproductive choice and providing patient-centered care. She is taking this year to pursue her master's in public health with a focus on maternal and child health and health policy. These two future doctors of the classes of 2026 and 2027 told me how excited they are to present these gratitude journals to all of you, the future doctors of the class of 2029. Please welcome Vijay and Melanie to the podium.
Good morning. My name is Melanie Mandel.
And my name is Vijay Joshi. We are fourth-year medical students here at the University of Colorado. First of all, congratulations. This is a very special time for you and your loved ones, and we are very excited to have you join our CU School of Medicine family.
Today, you receive your first stethoscopes as an instrument for listening to and caring for your patients. You are given white coats, which represent the professional role and identity you now exemplify. And finally, the School of Medicine gives you gratitude journals as a reminder to reflect on your wellness and growth as individuals. As represented by this triad of gifts to incoming students at the White Coat ceremony, the faculty and staff at the University of Colorado School of Medicine wish to prioritize your future patients, your new professional identity, and the immense importance of your wellness as you embark on this journey.
Today, we have the honor of introducing one of those special gifts, the Gratitude Journal, which you will receive when you come on stage. These journals have been thoughtfully created at the hands of many individuals here, including medical students, practicing physicians, faculty, and administrators.
Gratitude is positively linked to personal well-being and job satisfaction, and inversely correlated with burnout, an obstacle our profession routinely faces. There will be difficult times on your path, but there will also be ample, wonderful moments that you will cherish. We hope this time will be transformative and empowering. You will have patients of your own who will trust you and look to you for guidance. You will become a witness to disease alongside patients. It's an immense responsibility and a profound privilege. Our hope is that through the ups and downs of the years to come, you will practice gratitude each day and you will benefit from positive reflection.
As you embark on this next stage of your training, our challenge to you is to explore 3 moments of gratitude every day and to write them down. No sentiment is too small. Be grateful for hot coffee, your new ability to catch the sunrise, donuts at the hospital cafeteria, a phone call with your family, the resident who spent time teaching you, the patient who made you laugh, or peers helping you study for the next exam. Everything counts.
Thinking back to my own orientation 3 years ago, I remember hearing countless warnings about the challenges of medical school. I also remember being told about the importance of gratitude and reframing obligations as privileges. It's not that I have to study, but rather I get to commit myself to lifelong learning in service of my patients. While it may seem silly, this reframe allowed me to more deeply appreciate all the unique aspects of medical training. It is not every day that you're able to witness the birth of a human being, scrub into surgery, even if only to retract for 3 hours, or comfort a patient in crisis. All the challenges of medical school are exactly what makes it so rewarding. Remaining grateful and continuing to write in my own gratitude journal after all this time has done more for me than I thought possible.
Before I started medical school, I had my own way of practicing mindfulness. At the end of each day, I would write down 3 things I was looking forward to, in addition to 3 things I was grateful for. Sometimes these would get repetitive, but that didn't take away from how grounded they made me feel. I looked back in my journal while writing this and found some themes that arose beyond the hospital. Gratitude for a friend or partner that I talked to after a rough day. Feeling excited about a trip home to visit my family. Enjoying the feeling of being a regular at the coffee shop since I was the only one there studying until they closed. I found myself looking forward to times like winter and spring break, but just as excited about getting back into the rhythm and routine of school. Your lives are going to get a little busier, but the things and people that have always been there for you will continue to keep you grounded, and these journals are a powerful way to acknowledge them.
This journey is a gift and a privilege. It will be challenging, but it will also be immensely rewarding. Our gratitude to be in medicine hasn't left us throughout our medical education, and we hope it inspires you as you begin yours. Welcome, good luck, and don't forget to have fun.
Good morning. I'm Neda Awadallah, Assistant Dean of Student Affairs. Before we begin the white coat ceremony, I'd like to recognize alumni and donors for their generous contributions to the education of our medical students. We'd like to take a moment to honor and thank those who have served or are actively serving in our military to stand up and be recognized. Please join me in thanking them for their service. Now we invite the members of the class of 2029 to come to the stage to be introduced. One of our staff members will release you by rows from the outside aisles. Will the first department chair please stand and prepare to present white coats? Students, please bring your white coat with you when you come to the stage. Our department chairs or the representatives will place your white coat, and a member of the Alumni Association will hand you your stethoscope. Current GHHS members will hand you your gratitude journal. As part of their orientation, the class of 2029 wrote an honor code statement, which is found in your program. Dr. Shanta Simmer, Senior Associate Dean of Education, will have the students sign the honor statement as they leave the stage. This honor statement will later be framed and hung in the lecture hall during your journey through the curriculum. Anyeka Achalanu. Anyeka received a BA in Psychology and a BS in Biomedical Sciences from the University of South Florida and an MPH from George Washington University. Clement Ajamang. Clement received an MS in Cell and Molecular Biology from the University of Mississippi. Fareed Ahmed. Fareed received a BS in Neuroscience from Emory University. Ahmed Azzuddin Ahmed. Ahmed received a BS in Biomedical Engineering from Washington University. Samuel Anon. Samuel received a BS in Biology from Caldwell University. Abdullah Ashek. Abdullah received an MS in Molecular and Cell Biology from the University of California, San Diego. Ava Bowman. Ava received a BA in Neuroscience from the University of Colorado Boulder. Aaron Biddiscombe. Aaron received a BS in Neuroscience from Duke University. Ava Joy Bidner. Ava received a BS in Science Business from the University of Notre Dame. Samson Drake Bloom. Samson received a BA in Neuroscience from the University of Colorado Boulder. Kyle Austin Bozier. Kyle received a BS in Health Sciences from Western University. Finn Brennan. Finn received a BA in Biochemistry from the University of Colorado Boulder. Trinity Lynette Brigham. Trinity received a BS in Chemistry from Prairie View A&M University and an MPH in Epidemiology from the University of Texas Medical Branch. Gregory Brighton. Gregory received a BS in Biology from St. Mary's College in California. Kelsey Buber. Kelsey received a BS in Health Science Studies from Baylor University. Heather Nicole Buescher. Heather received a BS in Neuroscience and Cognitive Science from the University of Arizona. Shannon Elizabeth Campbell. Shannon received a BS in Biochemistry from the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs. Michael Chen. Michael received both a BS and MS in Bioengineering from the University of California. Abhishek Chittador. Abhishek received a BS in Neuroscience from the University of California and an MPH in Policy and Management from New York University. Grace Chow. Grace received a BS in Biology from Duke University. Krishna Kaundinya Chanduri. Krishna received a BS in Public Health from the University of Colorado, Denver. Anthony John Chung. Anthony received a BS in Anthropology from the University of Florida. Matthew Claro. Matthew received a BA in Sociology and a BS in Biochemistry from the University of Texas, Austin. Joseph James Connolly. Joseph received a BS in Movement Science from the University of Michigan. Maxwell Connolly. Maxwell received a BS in Biomedical Engineering from the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. Michael Coons. Michael received a BA in Cognitive Science from the University of Pennsylvania. Andres Joshua Cordon. Andres received a BS in Chemistry and Biological Sciences from the University of California, Irvine. Juliet Talbot Cortine. Juliet received a BA in Biology and Native American and Indigenous Studies from Dartmouth College. Ryan Dam. Ryan received a BA in Psychology from California State University, Northridge. Bethlehem DeWitt. Bethlehem received a BS in Biology from the University of Colorado, Denver. Raymond Brex Del Rey. Raymond Brex received a BS in Biology from Southern Utah University. Lucas Davini. Lucas received a BA in Psychology from the University of California, Riverside. Olasabueza Edward Robert Dimbo. Olasabueza received a BS in Biological Sciences from the University of Southern California. Timothy Damashevich. Timothy received a BA in Business, Fellows, Finance, and Biochemistry from Baylor University. Joel Douglas. Joel received a BA from the Vanderbilt University Medicine, Health and Society, and Communication of Science and Technology 2024. Amy Duckworth. Amy received a BA in Biochemistry and Pre-Medicine from Ohio Wesleyan University.
Megan Aileen Elmer. Megan received a BA in Global Health from the University of Virginia. Gabriella S. Gabby received a BS in Chemistry from Emory University. Rebecca Estrada. Rebecca received a BS in microbiology from California Polytechnic State University. Nola Rose Ward Fanistil. Nola received a BA in biology and ecology from Colorado College. Adelaide Feek. Adelaide received a BS in exercise science from George Washington University. Emily Fang. Emily received a BA in biochemistry and molecular biology from Boston University. Macon Fessenden. Macon received a BS in nursing and environmental policy and law from Binghamton University. Isabel Ford. Isabel received a BS in biochemistry from Baylor University and an MS in global health from Maastricht University. Gabrielle Fowler. Gabrielle received a BS in computer science from Washington University. Benjamin Garver. Ben received a BS in biochemistry and molecular, cellular, and developmental biology from the University of Washington. Samuel Reed Gary. Samuel received a BS in psychology from Furman University. Ricardo Abraham Gatto Hill. Ricardo received a BS in biological sciences from the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Matthew Gee. Matthew received a BS in business strategy from Brigham Young University. Alyssa Gerard. Alyssa received a BS in biology from the Southern Oregon University. Mark Getze. Mark received a BA in biochemistry and molecular, cellular, and developmental biology from the University of Colorado Boulder. Benjamin Gossert. Ben received a BS in biology and political science from Northeastern University. Sam Theodore Guran. Sam received a BS in neurobiology from the University of California, San Diego. Barry Green. Barry received a BS in biology from the University of Colorado, Denver. Annika Gregg. Annika received a BS in biology from the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. Lauren Diane Grabowski. Lauren received a BA in anthropology and human biology from the University of Kansas. Hannah Gundelfinger. Hannah received a BS in biological science from Florida State University. Pratik Gupta. Pratik received a BS in molecular cell and developmental biology from the University of California, Los Angeles. Anna Lucille Gurian. Anna received a BA in economics from Case Western Reserve University. Jadip Halder. Joydeep received a BS in microbiology and sociology from the University of Pittsburgh. Jasmine Hartman Budnick. Jasmine received a BS in neuroscience from Baylor University. Avery Henderson. Avery received a BS in biomedical sciences from Colorado State University. Jamie Elizabeth Henry. Jamie received a BS in biomedical sciences from Colorado State University. Kieran Elijah Henry. Kieran received a BS in molecular, cellular, and developmental biology from the University of Colorado Boulder. Lauren Hernandez. Lauren received both a BS and MS in quantitative biosciences and engineering from the Colorado School of Mines. Coco Hibbard. Coco received a BA in biochemistry from Colorado College. Colin Hinchman. Colin received a BS in biology from the University of Utah. Kate Lauren Honeyfield. Kate received a BA in biology, society, and the environment and economics from the University of Colorado. Elise Hong. Elise received a BS in Human Development and Aging from the University of Southern California. Joy Huang. Joy received a BS in Neuroscience from the University of Michigan. Annabelle Louise Huddle. Annabelle received a BS in Neuroscience from Tulane University.
Maya Jordan Hunter. Maya received a BS in Integrative Biology from the University of Colorado, Denver. Kenneth Nguyen Wen. Kenneth received a BS in Mathematics and an MS in Statistics from University of Colorado, Denver. Leon Doug Wen. Leon received a BS in Neurobiology, Physiology, and Behavior from the University of California, Davis. Nabia Zainub Imtiaz. Nabia received a BA in Spanish Studies from the University of Minnesota. Nehemiah Jantamoso. Nehemiah received a BS in Biomedical Science from Liberty University. Ashley Jung. Ashley received a BA in Biochemistry from the University of Colorado, Boulder. Ryan Kane. Ryan received a BS in Chemistry from Tufts University. Gerline Carr. Gerline received a BS in Population Health from the University of New Mexico. Suri Kane. Suri received both an MA and PhD in Anthropology from Stanford University. Lauren Keel. Lauren received a BS in Psychology from Tufts University. Amy Kim. Amy received a BS in Mechanical Engineering and Applied Mechanics from the University of Pennsylvania, and an MS in Human Anatomy from the University of Colorado, Anschutz. Chris Tahoe Kim. Chris received a BS in Chemical Engineering from the University of California, San Diego. Evan Kowal. Evan received a BS in Biology from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Alexander Lane Kramer. Alexander received a BA in Neuroscience and Psychology from the University of Colorado, Boulder. Brooke Lisa Krivakis. Brooke received a BA in Biology from Williams College. Warren Lane. Warren received a BA in Music and a BS in Biology from the University of Missouri, Columbia. Helen Lee. Helen received a BA in Neuroscience and Spanish from Wellesley College and both an MS in Medical Sciences and an MPH in Healthcare Management from Boston University. Annie Burke Latide. Annie received a BA in Neuroscience from Middlebury College. Jacob Louie. Jacob received both a BS and MS in Biomedical Sciences from Colorado State University. Joseph Junsub Lim. Joseph received both a BA and MS in Integrative Physiology from the University of Colorado, Boulder. Brooke Linden. Brooke received a BS in Molecular and Cellular Biology from the University of Arizona. Isabella Livitz. Isabella received a BS in Biomedical Engineering from the University of Southern California. Sarah Lowe. Sarah received a BS in Human Science from Georgetown University. Adam Foster Love. Adam received a BS in Biochemistry from the University of California, Davis. Juliet Elizabeth Sinek Lowe. Juliet received a BA in Neuroscience from Kenyon College. Dylan Lucero Woods. Dylan received a BS in Microbiology and an MS in Biomedical Sciences from Colorado State University. Tiana Luo. Tiana received a BA in Biology from the University of Pennsylvania. Ryan Luxon. Ryan received a BS in Biological Sciences from the University of California, Irvine, and an MS in Physiology from the University of Cincinnati. Morgan Elena Contaxis McKenzie. Morgan received a BA in French and a BS in Biochemistry from the University of New Mexico. Sarah Rose Mahoney. Sarah received a BS in Environmental Sciences from the University of Notre Dame. Laya Maltzman. Laya received a BA in Biology from Emory University and an MS in Medical Genetics and Genomics from Tulane University. Anjali Mandava. Anjali received a BS in Biology, Health and Society from the University of Michigan. Miranda Giselle Manfrey. Miranda received a BS in Computational and Applied Mathematics from Colorado School of Mines. Manuk Manukian. Manuk received a BS in Human Biology from the University of Southern California. Elena May Meridano. Elena received a BS in Biology from the University of Colorado, Denver. Morgan Ainsley Martin. Morgan received a BS in Molecular Biology from the University of Denver.
Irene Sean Matthias. Irene received a BS in Neuroscience from the University of Pittsburgh. Catherine Matsky. Catherine received a BS in Biology from Colorado State University. Jesse Benjamin McCurdy. Jesse received a BA in Religion and a BS in Biochemistry from Calvin University. Liam McGill. Liam received a BS in Health Sciences from Clemson University. Caleb McGrath. Caleb received a BS in Quantitative Biosciences and Engineering from the Colorado School of Mines. Cody McStraw. Cody received a BS in Microbiology from Brigham Young University. Michael Allen Mechikoff. Michael received a BS in Biology from the United States Air Force Academy and an MS in Genetic Engineering from Purdue University. Cameron Mickle. Cameron received a BA in Biology from Carleton College. Caitlin Mendick. Caitlin received a BA in Biochemistry from the University of Colorado, Boulder. Cade C. Mills. Cade received a BS in Environmental Science from the University of California, Los Angeles. Edith Moldau. Edith received a BA in Biochemistry and French from Middlebury College. Anna Malloy. Anna received a BA in Neuroscience from Hope College. Zachariah Edward Martin Morgan. Zachariah received both a BA and MS in Integrative Physiology from the University of Colorado, Boulder. Alexis Morris. Alexis received a BS in Biology from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill and an MPH from Loyola University, Chicago. Richard Mortensen. Richard received a BA in Biology and Computer Science from Duke University. Jada Mulford Young. Jada received a BS in Cellular, Molecular, and Developmental Biology from Colorado Mesa University. Jillian Grace Murdoch. Jillian received a BS in Neuroscience from Trinity College. Pooja B. Nakala. Pooja received a BS in Neuroscience from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Joseph Daniel Newworth. Joey received a BS in Biochemistry from Northeastern University. Jacob Neves. Jacob received a BS in Exercise Science from Brigham Young University. Wing No. Wing received a BA in Molecular and Cellular Biology from the University of California, Berkeley. Andrew Hui Nguyen. Andrew received a BS in Biology from the University of Colorado, Denver. Ni Vu Lin Nguyen. Ni received a BS in Human Biology from University of California, Irvine. Victoria Nguyen. Victoria received a BS in Biological Sciences from the University of California, Irvine. Annabelle Grace Nitz. Annabelle received a BS in Neuroscience from Case Western Reserve University. Kara Ann Knutson. Kara Ann received a BS in Public Health from the University of Texas at Austin and an MPH from the University of Texas Health Science Center at Houston. Ryan Robert Oakes. Ryan received a BA in Molecular Biology from Colgate University. Chris Patrick O'Donnell. Chris received a BS in Computer Science and Linguistics from Duke University. Michael Olson. Michael received a BS in Biomedical Sciences from Colorado State University. Jackson Osborne received a BS in Physiology from the University of Arizona. Emily Isabella Ostrander. Emily received a BA in Molecular Cellular Developmental Biology from the University of Colorado, Boulder. Patrick Leonard Pagano. Patrick received a BS in Pathobiology from the University of Connecticut. Isabella Ha Young Park. Isabella received a BS in Biology from Emory University. Arman Patel. Arman received a BS in Behavioral Neuroscience from Northeastern University. Vrushali Patel. Vrushali received a BA in Neuroscience from the University of Colorado, Boulder. Santiago Pinedo Fuente Alba. Santiago received a BA in Spanish and a BS in Biomedical Sciences from Colorado State University. Owen Pogue. Owen received a BS in Biochemistry from the University of California, Los Angeles.
Alex Nima Verbizida. Alex received a BS in Human Biology from the University of California, Irvine. Raj Rathnam. Raj received a BS in Biological Sciences from Arizona State University. Juliette Gwenael Ro Wong. Juliette received a BA in Biology from Scripps College. Lawrence Sanders Redmond. Lawrence received a BA in Chemistry and a BS in Biology from Emory University. Daniel Ridley. Daniel received a BS in Biology and Physiology from the University of Washington. Casey Rose. Casey received a BS in Health Science from the University of Missouri, Columbia. Isabella Santavica. Isabella received a BS in Biology, Psychology, and Neuroscience from St. Mary's College of California. Eduardo Santillan Sanchez. Eduardo received a BA in Molecular and Cell Biology from the University of California, Berkeley. Katie Seaman. Katie received both a BS in Public Health and an MPH from Loyola University, Chicago. Jason Shawver. Jason received a BS in Biomedical Sciences from the University of Central Florida. Erin Bridget Sheely. Erin received a BA in Integrative Physiology from the University of Colorado Boulder. Sean Sibley. Sean received a BS in Biology from the University of Washington and a DPT from Eastern Washington University. Anthony Sinecrope. Anthony received a BA in Philosophy from the University of California, Santa Barbara. Todd Justin Sue. Todd received a BS in Biological Sciences from Chapman University. Francesca Stepanov. Francesca received a BS in Environmental Science from the University of California, Berkeley. Emma Claire Sullivan. Emma received a BS in Biology from Texas Christian University. Dikshita Sundararaman. Dikshita received a BS in Neuroscience from the University of Texas, Austin. Danielle Sayed. Danielle received a BA in Integrative Physiology from the University of Colorado Boulder. Arohi Amit Talati. Arohi received a BS in Microbiology and Immunology and an MPH and BSPH in Public Health from the University of Miami. Trevor James Mitsutoshi Tamura. Trevor received a BA in Biology from Boston University. Isabel Thapar. Isabel received a BA in Integrative Human Biology from the University of California, Berkeley, and an MS in Global Health Sciences from the University of California, San Francisco. Michaela Tui Trung. Michaela received a BS in Biology from the University of Colorado, Denver. Jason Tsai. Jason received a BS in Neuroscience from Brown University. Stephanie Ruth Vaidi. Stephanie received a BA in Psychology and Molecular, Cellular, and Developmental Biology from the University of Colorado Boulder. Sindhu Varanki. Sindhu received a BA in Molecular, Cellular, and Developmental Biology from the University of Colorado Boulder. Tian Ward. Tian received a BS in Biomedical Science from the University of Colorado at Colorado Springs. Alec Washington. Alec received a BS in Biology from Grand Canyon University. Braden West. Braden received a BBA in Economics and Finance from Baylor University. Sally Woodland. Sally received a BS in Biology from the University of Denver. Linnea Wilson. Linnea received both a BS in Health Sciences and an MPH from Northeastern University. Aaron Wozniak. Aaron received a BS in chemistry from Emory University. Justin Wu. Justin received a BS in cognitive neuroscience from the University of California, San Diego. Zan Winia. Zan received a BS in microbiology from the University of Wisconsin and an MPH in global health epidemiology from George Washington University. Cormac Alexander Zakar. Cormac received a BA in human biology from Dartmouth College. Sophia Zai. Sophia received a BS in biomedical engineering from Johns Hopkins University. Grace Zhang. Grace received a BS in mathematics and computer science from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Frank Yuan Zhou. Frank received a BA in neuroscience and studio art from Vanderbilt University. Congratulations, class of 2029. I now invite Dr. Shanta Zimmer, Executive Vice Dean of Education, to come to the podium to lead the class of 2029 students in reciting their honor code statement.
Thanks, everybody. We make sure everybody gets back to their seats. I wanted to just one more time say thank you to the teams that make this possible. Class of 2026, I practice gratitude as well, and I'll just try to keep it to 3, although everybody around here knows that I am thankful for so many things. We could be here all day. One of them, number 1 in front of mind for me today, is the incredible team that we have of faculty, staff, administrators, facilities folks, people who keep this campus working to make it possible for us to do what we love, which is to make doctors. So I'm really grateful for our team. I'm also grateful to the families that are here. I want to let you know that you're experiencing something in medicine that we call an acute on chronic condition. You're having an acute moment of pride on a baseline of chronic pride in these incredible people. I promise we will take good care of them and carry on where you have left off and leaving them in our good hands. And lastly, students, I want to say that I'm grateful for you. I'm saying this first before we read your honor statement because frankly, at the end of reading this statement, I'll probably be moved to tears. The future of medicine is very, very bright in all of you, and I think many of the practicing physicians and scientists on this campus have been worried about what the future looks like. I have been reassuring them because of my proximity to you that hope in the future of medicine and science is very much alive. So I'm grateful to all of you. Please stand with me now, find that honor statement that you composed, and read it with me. Here we go. We, the class of 2029, are committed to uplifting our colleagues, patients, and communities with compassion and integrity. We will find strength in our commonalities, build bridges between our differences, and respect unique perspectives. Bolstered by our diversity, we will strive to care for our patients while acknowledging that health transcends the individual. We recognize our roles as healers extend beyond the walls of the hospital, and we commit to providing stability to our peers and patients during these times of uncertainty. As current and lifelong learners, we devote ourselves to practicing evidence-based medicine and challenging misinformation through research and education. We will be aware of our social and political environment, and we will defend against injustices that jeopardize the well-being of our communities. We recognize, as have leaders before us, that a threat to justice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. It is our responsibility to advocate for the world in which we wish to live and practice. We will learn from our patients in reciprocity and never let our position disconnect us from our humanity. We embrace the mantles of service, inclusion, advocacy, and empathy. We promise to invest in each other as our collective success is dependent on that of the individual. We hold our class to the highest standards of mutual respect, honesty, integrity, and humility. We are confident in our ability to positively impact our communities and each other. We promise never to take for granted the title of physician. We vow to uphold this honor statement throughout our education and careers in pursuit of a brighter future for medicine. Frankly, I don't know what I can add to you. Please don't make me say the word reciprocity again in such a large crowd. Congratulations, class of 2029. Welcome to the University of Colorado School of Medicine. Thank you and congratulations to our Gold Humanism Honor Society inductees. We count on your role modeling. And now a few housekeeping issues. Please hold on to the white coat you received today. You will exchange it at the bookstore to receive your embroidered coat once they have been delivered. We are expecting the new coats to be delivered by late September. If you have edits to the way you would like your name embroidered or the size, please correct that by Friday, August 1st at 4 p.m. Don't forget to take the stethoscope box that is under your seat, as it contains the important information of how to thank our alumni donors. Class begins on Monday morning at 8 o'clock. We'll see you there sharp. Enjoy your day, and congratulations.